Hmm. Oh. Alright, there we go. Alright. Well, these packs will decide what we do today. Oh, okay. Oh, too late. I guess I have it now, though. Oh! I didn't even see that that was a mythic down there. I didn't notice. Well, that worked out. Okay, well. I guess I got all of them. I mean, the set is kind of small. So. I got all of them, including Velgavoth, apparently. Oh, I even got the combo thing. I kind of want to play this because I feel like if I wait a month to play it, it's going to be like Hell Q because of the combo. But I don't know. How consistent is the combo? I don't know. I really want to play this. I think I'm going to play that. I want to play the combo. Is there another combo piece? Yeah, the black-red one's not great at all. How else do you, whenever... Is there another combo card? Like, how else do I do it? Hmm. Excuse me. Sacrifice a creature, seek a creature that correct actions. Put the battlefield like creature's actions. Boop. Two or less, three or greater. Possibly. Also possibly. Yep, this can find it. This can find it. But again, I'd like to... Is this the only card that does it? Because that's a little sketchy. I don't like how Trelasara is the only combo card. Ugh. Artillery enthusiast. Could use enthusiast to pitch a 2-drop, but it would have to be secret creature. Yeah, so if I play this, it can discard a 2-mana card. So I don't want to play any 2-mana creatures at all. Which is probably possible. Oh yeah, it's definitely possible. Isn't there another... Does this do it? I have to have 20 creatures. I guess that does it. I'm not as excited about this now that I don't have another combo card. I guess Recollection is fine. Ugh. Yeah, but Stick Fingers just finds it every single time you cast your commander. This does not. Do I have... I do have Fauna Shaman. Okay. Man, I don't have the cool art. Ugh. Wait, can I just craft this? Of course not. I want this art. Lame. I guess I shouldn't play this. Actually, I mean, I said no 2-minute creatures, but as long as they get the combo piece, it doesn't matter. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I have to do that, I think. I don't have a choice. Probably possible to analyze. Sylvan Tutor would be ideal. I'm not going to craft this, though. This commander pokes your opponent every time you discover, investigate, scry, surveil, or seek. Shared summons? Am I getting to that mana? Probably. Primal command? Sure. Same idea. I will craft Green Sun Zenith for this. Run the thing that seeks creatures when you play creatures? What? I suppose Rocco at 5 mana? Does it? Search for glory. Cabaret Revels only works if I play a bunch of 3-drops. I don't want to do that. Could probably gamble. Could probably Defense of the Heart as well. Invasion. Captain Sisay? Okay, so I guess there's enough stuff there. Probably a Gilded Goose deck. Also probably a Gene Pollinator deck, because I don't... Like, I have my Commander all the time. I need, at minimum, 3 more creatures. At minimum. I did say sissy, whoops. War of the Last Alliance, what? How are there that many cards with War of the in it? Come on, that's ridiculous. Search a library for a legendary short. I need. Ow! What do I need? What is Ancient Tomb doing? It's probably doing enough. It's probably doing enough. I'll play Mana Confluence. I predict incredibly fast games, so... Yeah. What was the new Utopia Sprawl? Wait. Oh, no. It was, the Jund Hierarch. That's the new one we got. I guess you could run Silence. I guess we could Silence. The person who beat me played Silence, so... I would imagine there's value there. I could run Curse of Silence and just name, like, something stupid. What's the new Thoughtseize that's mono-white for some reason? What's it called? What's the white Thoughtseize? Reveal? Pretty sure it costs 1 mana. Ah, there it is. No, can't play Voice of Victory. It costs 2 mana. Doesn't work with Birthing pod. Yeah, I want Thought Partition. This is a card we'll probably start seeing more and more of as time goes on and people realize it exists. Oh boy. It's not quite Thoughtseize, but at the rate that games are played now, might as well be. Oop. Oop. Could play Ragavan. Reprieve, fine. Shutting down commanders is mostly irrelevant. Seems mostly irrelevant, yeah. Captain of Eos is 2 drops, isn't it? Ranger Captain? Oh, I don't own it. Get wrecked. Yeah, I don't really care about this. I mean, it's the same thing, sort of. I guess. I don't know. It's kind of the same thing. But I'm not going to craft it. Faceless Agent no longer works. There's another card that... Perilous Iteration... still works? Oddly enough. Yeah, still works. Thalia? Eh? No, I don't like that at all. All it does is make my combo cost more mana. I don't think we're a Thalia deck. Could play the dog. Could play this and this. This one's actually kind of ugly. Maybe they're fine. What's the other one that's free? It has to be 0 mana. I think those are the only 2. Yeah, those are only 2 at 0. This one's really weird though. Play, boom. Boom. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Mother Giver Skrelv. Nope, can't play Selfless Spirit. Costs 2 mana. Oh, wait a minute. This just got really ugly, because now I have to find a way to gain life. Oh yeah, this is just actually kind of ugly. Alright, this combo isn't as good as I thought. I know the cards that let me gain life, but that doesn't make them less ugly. They're still all just really ugly. Like, I don't want to play. Isn't there a Mythic Soul Warden? There is. But it looks lame. Looks lame. Do we have the Essence? Is Essence Warden in the game? I don't think it is it? Could play safekeeping. Do I have hope? Well, not really. It went from kind of cool to now I need a third combo piece, so no. I kind of don't. In fact, I need one so desperately I have to play the Badlands. So, Badlands it shall be, which are that one, that one, that one, that one. I guess Radiant Fountain. Ugh. Sylvan Anthem. Isn't that the... How does that work? Why do I care to do it the first time? Deals 1 damage, gain a life, whenever you gain a life. Okay, so simply scrying when both pieces are in play, I guess, does something. Okay. I don't like these cards. No. It's falling apart for me. Ugh. Oh my god. Alright, well. Maybe the... Wait, where's the blue-green one of this? Oh no, there isn't one. This is repeatable, but it costs 600 mana. Seems not sensible. I don't even want the Surveil Lands, but I think at this point it is too late, so Surveil Lands it is. I guess it doesn't have to be life gain, so it's slightly less bad. The Surveil Lands with all the fetch lands make me feel better. God's Willing, Lord's Escape. I suppose a shield counter most of the time is fine. Protection spells have a little bit more merit when they scry or surveil, I would say. This is the same as the Anthem, right? Oh, I guess it's actually better because I don't care about the other side of the Sylvan Anthem. Oh my god. Wait, is that not what I thought it was? Are we making mistakes here? Isn't it adventurer? How do you spell that? The Radiant Fountain? Just another Radiant Fountain? I guess. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What? We have a land problem. Well, we have a land problem. We have a severe land problem. There's too many, like, garbage lands in this deck. There's too many. Okay, I don't need... No, I'm not running colorless lands. There's no room for this. I still don't like Ancient Tomb. Ancient Tomb is so close to being terrible. We found the how do you make Ancient Tomb bad challenge. At least we got that. Didn't think that was ever going to happen to me. There are too many fetch land. There are too many tap lands in this deck. There are way too many tap lands. This format is not like tap lands. Tap lands are so bad. Alright, I'm not going to run the exceptionally terrible ones. I think the tap lands that gain 1 life are also just exceptionally terrible. Do I need them? With fetch land, surveil land, I kind of don't care about the litany of, like, other bad lands. I'm not going to run the life gain ones. I could take out... So, let's see. Cultivate, Flare of Cultivation. Do I want Cultivate? Land, 1-drop, Cultivate. I'm not gonna lie, I think I do. Burgeoning is fine. It's just another grazer. Is there a Surveil protection spell? I guess not. There's a bunch of instant speed gain life effects. Seek, Surveil, Investigate. So I can investigate myself with Fateful Spaghetti? It requires me to kill something. Case of the unseen. No, just another Soul Warden. I mean, alright. Do I have? I don't even think I have all the Soul Wardens. No, I don't even have all the Soul Wardens yet. Technically, Vanguard works because I'd need the other 2 creatures in play to win the game anyways, so this one would work too. Alright, no Reprieve. I'm okay with another Soul Warden. Technically this one works. I mean, there's endless amounts. There's endless amounts. Safekeeping's already in here. This stops multicolored answers. I don't know if that matters. This lets me do it when I want to. I don't know if that matters. I could probably run one less land. I thought so this one lets me do it whenever I want. I can also spam it. Wait a minute. Wait. That doesn't matter. Why does that matter? It doesn't matter. Spamming this doesn't matter. So, boom, do that, play that, sit there and stare, and then our opponent does nothing. I have decisions with... Yeah, I want Soulmender in here. Alright, so that part of the combo wasn't as bad as I thought to put in the deck, but I still don't really like it. I don't have to run Gamble. Knowing me, I'll probably just discard the card I don't want to discard every time. Though it's been good to me when it comes to Godo, but it hasn't really been good anywhere else. It's also not necessary, but it can give me... Ugh, I feel like it's going to disappoint me. Alright, I'm just going to not run Gamble. Yeah, we're just going to not run Gamble for now. We'll see what games look like, but... Alright, turn off that stupid air conditioner. Okay, can we play without a mountain? Pretty easily. Can we scam people with Blood Moon? Sure. I don't think I'm going to do that, though. You know what? I like my... wait a minute. Why is my default... Oh, it is my default. Okay, it's just a visual thing. $98 degrees. Oh my. Alright. So we're here with Val Marooned Surveyor. 2-mana 2/3 Vigilance. Whenever you discover, investigate, scry, surveil, or seek one or more cards, this deals 1 damage to each opponent and you gain 1 life. So, with specifically this card, every time you gain life, you put a counter on it and scry. So it's a combo. You scry, you poke your opponent, you scry, you poke your opponent. You gain life, you scry, you poke your opponent, blah, blah, blah. So it's a combo there. I'm playing extremely heavily into the combo. The reasons the 2-drops are the way they are is so that Spawning Pod will always find it. Whether it finds it through Shaman, Sky Shroud, or whatever, it will just always find it. If the more 2-drops I have, the less this card does anything at all. In fact, one would argue I might not even want to run it as is, because I still have to sack a creature, which could be not ideal. Because I still need a way to gain a life to start this to happen, right? You don't just play these 2 and win. You have to actually gain 1 life, or surveil, or scry. You have to trigger this. So I'm playing a bunch of lands that do trigger it, like surveil lands, scry lands. There's life gain lands, but they're tapped. There are so many tap lands that sort of work with doing the thing that you can just do it basically with your lands alone. However, tap lands are atrociously bad in this format, and even more egregious when your deck is almost exclusively 1-mana cards. You just don't want to play a tap land on turn 1 ever. Honestly, most of the times you don't want to play it on turn 2 either. So there is all that to think about. So outside of the combo, there is 500 cards that specifically tutor the combo, like this, that literally everything ever is trying to just get this card. So it's pretty consistent to get that card. Green Sun Zenith is now in the game. If you didn't know already, it's a rare too, so congratulations, you can actually obtain it. All the mana dorks. So the one slightly odd thing is the cultivates, but I still think the cultivates are okay to find, or to just have these 7 or so cards matter, just to see if that matters. But if it doesn't, these could be something else, but we'll see. For now, this is just what I have. And yeah, protection spells. Mother of Runes is in the game as well. It's an uncommon for some reason. They didn't just decide this could be a mythic. It beats me, but I'll take it. It's just, that's here now. Yep, that's it. Let's see what happens. Let's see what we can do it. Oh no, we got one of the elaborate bots in the chat. It's still a bot, but it's an elaborate bot. It's not one of the Turkish ones. Nice. We're moving up in the world. We're getting the fluent English bots now. I finally made it. Oh, we finally made it. Oh, it's Tangolum. Neat. I like Tangolum. There were 2 historic anthologies. There were 2 in the same day, I believe. Okay, so let's play this. Let's play this. Do I even cast my commander? I guess. I mean, I survive if it dies. So, behold. 1, 2... No, I don't have triple green. Let's see, double green. Do this for 2. Like that. Oh wait, I can tap. Oh, can't do that. Colorless, green. There we go. Alright. Well, my opponent has some kind of interaction, I would imagine. I'm probably full stop not going to get the combo piece. Oh, okay, that works as well. I was probably just going to get the elf that finds the card and then go from there. Unless they get Solitude. I don't think they play this unless they have Solitude in their hand, so... Oh, come on. Get off my screen, please. Game. I'm coming up with the bots, yeah. If I had the time. Ban my own bots. Okay, so... Alright, it does not look like they have it, so it looks like we just win. No! God, why? Why? Why am I like this? Why am I actually like this? Makes you wonder. Truly, it does make you wonder. Okay, well, I threw. I just played my land first. I'm not sure why. I just autopilot. I autopiloted Ancient Tomb for no reason. Because of course I did. Whoops. Look, you gotta make it somehow. Alright, so do this for 2. Nice. Alright, I accidentally threw, and then my opponent didn't answer it back, so nice. Whoops. Ooh, didn't actually throw. Didn't actually throw. Everything was fine. Everything was fine. Is this red? Dang it. White, red, no, white. Ugh. Ugh, why does this have to be red? So that's not gonna work. Alright, so I have to play this. Do I need this? No, I do not need that. I just needed a red source. Do we want the Mox? Probably both Mox are fine in this deck. Oh, Experiment 1, nice. Fancy. Alright, we always lead with this. Yeah, so we have to rely on this instead of the Scry off the... or Surveil off the land, which, I mean, that's what it's in the deck for, so... Green source, please! Okay, that works too. Boom, I win turn 3? Turn 3 win? Huge? Turn 3 win. Look at that. Now we just have to do it against someone who has, like, 500 life. Yeah, opponent's here for it. I can respect that. Does the spacebar work? Oh, it does. Nice. Alright, we did it. So let's see. Mox. Both Mox are perfectly reasonable. Surprised I didn't think of them. Very surprised that they just didn't come into my mind. Very strange. Artillery Enthusiast, only particularly good when I specifically have one of these two. Right, because this seeks a 2, but I have to discard a 2, and all the other 2s already find this, so maybe I don't need this. You don't like shared summons? I don't know, this is another card to find the combo. If I don't like shared summons, why do I like Primal Command? What's, like, why? What's the... They're all the same. It's just, like, it's the same as this, 5 mana find a creature. Oh, this puts it in play immediately, though. This is an instant. No, this is fine. Yeah, I don't like artillery anymore. Anguish Recollection. Let's say I discard a land. This is wildly inconsistent. I'm just not going to run it. It's also a red card, which we don't care too much about red. Unfortunately, the red part of this is not the spliced mana. That would make this a lot more convenient. But it's still pretty free. The what? Huh? I do not have Sylvan Tutor. Making up words. What the? Could craft Sylvan Tutor. It's not like it's a bad card. Goes in plenty of green decks, I'm sure. So far I haven't needed it. But yeah, it's just another card. That does the thing. What does this do? Tap an untapped non-token artifact. Alright, I've played that before. It's been a while, though. That's a turn 1 Ancient Tomb. But they did not play a Mana Rock with it, so maybe I can keep playing the game. If they played a Mana Rock, like Arcane Signet, this game would be immediately over. I would probably just concede. It's not very likely this land is in my hand by the time I do my thing, so maybe I should have played it turn 1. Too late now. Oh, yeah, the spaceship that tutors. It's just another 3-mana tutor. Yeah. One is taking their sweet time with this. Okay. Yep. Max punished for playing the land in the orders that I played them. Fascinating. Do I want this? Not really. It lines up decent, actually, next turn, so... Probably just dead here. Wouldn't doubt it. I'm kind of over it. Yep, just completely and utterly max punish for the land, but I mean, whatever. Ancient Tomb, Chrome Box, Mox Opal, double Mox, Ancient Tomb. I don't really know what you want me to do anyways. Is an easy Molt Tender? Well, I'd say so. Is it? Is that easy? Yeah, it feels easy to me. Opponent appears to have Lightning Bolt. opponent doesn't cast Lightning Bolt. It's double white, that's not a big deal. I don't think... If you're a green deck, you don't get color screwed. It's not really... If you're getting color screwed, you probably have done something wrong. Most of the time. That's obviously completely possible to have it happen to you. Okay, so... Does this help me? Doesn't hurt me. Ah, yes. All of that. Excellent. So... Take the Mossborn Hydra? Play... Case? There's no real reason... well, actually there kind of is. Alright, well... Now we're just chilling until something significant happens. That's kind of okay, I guess. So, Mother of Runes is pretty decent here. I don't know if it's good enough, but it's pretty decent. They can't swing at me. Burgeoning, just when I need it. Just when I need it. So if I swing and kill their commander, I lose Mother of Runes. Most of the time, that's probably okay. There hasn't been a fetch land. If there is... No, it gives my opponent something to do next turn if they don't draw land. Alright. I drew hot garbage. I mean, I'm just looking for the thing. If I don't find the thing, it's kind of lights out. That is not the thing. Excellent. I can just play it as a 4/5? Or do I pull 2 lands out? 1, 2, yeah, I should probably pull 2 lands out of my deck. I really don't have faith that the 4/5 matters. I'm going to play 2 more lands. This lets me Rocco top deck, where I otherwise could not Rocco top deck. I can also now top deck the dragon again, which would obviously not be ideal. That's why my opponent hasn't killed a Wrenn 6, is because it can target itself. I am aware of this. I've played a lot of Legacy. A whole bunch of Legacy. Running out of time, though. Come on. Ugh. I sacked the dog for nothing? What do you mean? It had summoning signals. If Mother Runes had haste, it would be like the best card in the world. I mean, it's already really good, but it's not that good. It doesn't have haste. suppose I should have named red. Not that it matters, but I guess I should have. Wouldn't have changed anything. Oh look, just in time. Isn't that great? Don't you love it? Isn't that fun? Isn't it great when it's exactly just on time perfectly? Alright, well, if I named red on my commander, I actually would have won the game. But silly me. If I named red on the commander, it would have lived. Yep. And I top-decked the win. Just in time. Fun. 12 dead draws. Last possible chance, dead. Okay. What in the name of tempo-ness is happening right now? I win? Oof, well. Get comboed at instant speed. Look at that. Get Schmieded. Look at that. Thought they could tap out safely. Look at that. Oh, yes. Love to see it. It's kind of useful to play that now, so Sacred. Yeah, this helps in the future. Yeah, that's just helpful later. Let's do that now. It's really do it on turn 3 or don't bother doing it, so I'm going to do it there. Okay, yeah, we play Shaman. Oh, cool. No way. Yeah, you can gain life with swords. True. Oh, cool. No way. Cast it again? Nope, doesn't really do anything. Okay, so now I win? Outside of, like... The out of nowhere wins with this deck are... Wait, no, I don't. I do not have a win guaranteed. Yep, I don't have it guaranteed. This is the price I pay for other 2-drops, specifically with this card. But that's fine. Alright, well, we're here in this spot. We could have won if we hit it, but it would have to be the only 2-drop in the deck for this card. Which is something to think about. But then you can't play cards like this, and that's probably not right. You probably just have to always play this card. Wait, what? Oh, I see. That looked kind of funny. Yeah, but then I can't cast this card when I find it. Give him Springleaf Drum? You're just gonna lose consistency just specifically for Spawning Pod in the games I have it. That doesn't make any sense to me. The heck does that do? Creature opponent controls die, exile instead. Alright, so, well, we're gonna see if they have what they need to stop me. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? Fascinating. Well, when you have Men in Rain, Tails, and Wash Away, you don't really need any other card. Cool. Can I put Faceless Agent back in? I have to look at the creature types. For some reason, I think I can. It always finds a combo piece, I think. Let me look at it. Nope, it does not. Just barely. Alright, well. Yep, we didn't high roll. I think it's the second game it's happened. No, I think that's actually the first game it's happened. If I just hit the right creature, we would have won instantly. But instead we lost instantly, because we didn't. Is Recruiter the red one? No, Imperial Guard is the red one. Alright, well, I guess we're both doing the same thing. Always casting this, I think. Yeah. And then Ancient Tomb. So, through Renin 6-, I still win? Questing Beast? What the heck? Okay. Now we win? Yep. Alright. The old spacebar speedrun. Wait, Chad, is this the first opponent we played against? Like, when we started? Is this the same person? Did they just bump into me twice? I can't remember. Yeah, Recruiter might be the white one. Also, hello. And thanks for the follow, which I'm now seeing. my old eyes. I think this is the first person we played against, and they just watched it that time as well. Maybe they're like screenshotting it when it happens to like report it to Wizards or something. Could... I mean, I'm thinking about Faceless Agent, so Sarima could just come right in. You know, get to bask in the victory, just like the other deck I play in normal Historic. Yeah, we can play this. It's just the Faceless Agent I'm trying to play anyways, so... I can craft it. I don't feel bad about ever crafting rares, really. It's like the mythics I have to save for my commander 99% of the time. Perilous Iteration. Okay, wait a minute. I think at this point I am just no longer interested in Cultivate. I'm gonna take the Cultivates out. Is there a way to... play Faceless Agent? Let's see. The next creature would have to be an elf or a cleric, ideally. So... if I add some kind of dumb, random, stupid card, ideally a 1-drop. Another Springleaf effect? You mean to tell me these are the only elves at 1 mana? What? Wow. Lumark Veteran? Oh, it's just another one. I mean, again, there's 100 of these. I don't have to play all of them. It's also not an elf, but I guess it's a cleric. It is a cleric. Whatever. I mean, I don't hate it that much. I should have also counted before I even bothered doing that. Oh, it's a human. No, it doesn't work anymore. Yeah, there's no Faceless Agent here. It's not possible. Way too restrictive. Way too restrictive. I could, like, gamble for it. Right? It's effectively gamble. Could just actually full-blown cast gamble and just run gamble. There are not a lot of ways to make my spells uncounterable And I'm not really concerned about doing that anyways. Yeah, I don't care about that. Another land. Something's telling me I actually should replace that with that, like that. Collected Company? Yeah, I thought about Collected Company. It can hit my combo as well. Every time I play Collected Company, it doesn't do anything. Most of the things Collected Company find are also kind of useless. Like, I don't care if I get Avacyn's Pilgrim. It doesn't really matter. Also, I don't like Collected Company unless I'm at 35. I'm at 27. Yeah, it's kind of low. It would be a Hail Mary. Graveyard Recursion? Well, maybe Balagut Recovery. Might be the one. It's also a land. Kutzil? What does that do? Oh, they just can't cast spells on my turn. Yeah, this is annoying, I guess. Doesn't cost 2 mana. This is fine. No, I don't like Veil of Summer. I would not recommend playing Veil of Summer either. Yeah, we'll try that. Kutzil's interesting. I couldn't find a thing to complain about with Kutzil, so that must mean it's good. I was going down my checklist of how do I complain about this. it passed all of them. So I guess we'll try that one. Alright, well this hand is fine, but there's plenty of hands that already look like this that also have a way to find the card, so I'm not going to keep it. I mean, all it needs is the card. It's all it needs. How many cards in our deck find it? I'm keeping this. I'm going to be stubborn. On the play with the best thing. Excellent. One into 3 I lose? Well, that's not the 3 that makes me lose. So I guess we can keep playing. Come on. Ugh. That. So now this fetch land ideally doesn't get used until my combo. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. That is completely and utterly fine. That doesn't matter at all. Let's play it again. Play you. Do it yet again if I choose as well. Yeah, that didn't really do much. The food token also does it, and I highly doubt the food token's going anywhere. So, we're back to just, I need to find the card, and a huge chunk of our deck does as such. So. Opponent is obsessed with dealing with my commander, which is very interesting. I feel like that's not the way to go, but alright. We're just doing something here. Just seems a little weird to me. What does that do? Looks for lands? I mean, they're gonna station next turn. Come on, man. I feel like I'm just not ever getting there with this card. Like, it's just so annoying. So many cards in my deck. I just need one of them. It's going to be one of those games where I get it, but by the time I get it, the game's over. It's just, I'm going to top deck it the turn after I, like the last possible turn. I could have needed it. So I was going to be one card under. This is probably the first time in my opponent's life they actually drew cards with it, but there is still technically a way I can win, so I can't concede. They did a whole bunch of nothing matters things. Suppose we take that. Come on, come on. No. I don't think I have another turn, so either draw it or really just lose. Nope. Alright. Well, I'm going to count now. Now I just want to know. Now I actually just want to know. That seems kind of egregious to me. That is the second time it's happened. We have everything, and we're just drawing hot, steaming nothing. How many cards win on the spot? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, there was only 16. There's only 16. There wasn't, like, 23 or something. 16 feels a bit more reasonable. Kind of lame. Okay, how many cards win the... Oh, wait, no, there was 17. Okay, there was 17. How many cards... naturally win the game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 18, 19? Once Upon a Time? I mean, sure. Could do the Rumble Once Upon a Time nonsense. I'm kind of just not about all the random really bad cards in here, like the clerics and stuff. Like this rabbit. I have not really struggled with finding a way to win, so I'm kind of just off the Soul Wardens. They're just really, really, really bad cards. So is this Bodyguard. So is that Bodyguard. The case is unkillable, so I kind of like this one. And the other case, this one. But all the others are just, like, really bad. They've been just a colossal disappointment. Soulmender is an instant speed one. That one can stay because it's unique. But yeah, the Soul Warden effects are terrible. And if you don't have to run them, you shouldn't. And I feel like I have not needed to run them. I can swing in with this to start the combo chain, and in the intermediate, it's also a protection spell, so there could be merit in this one, as funny as that is. Wait a minute. What about the other one? This thing? I didn't notice that. Like, all the nymphs in Magic are chicks except this one in Alcide. Huh. I knew about this one, but I didn't know the Alcide was one. It's better because I can choose when to do it. If I'm sitting there and my opponent casts a removal spell, I can do something in response. I can tap it in response. Otherwise, it happens immediately, and if they have a removal spell, I can't do anything about it. Technically, you could have both in play at the same time, and it would be better because you have both happening at once. But, Sylvan Safekeeper feels excellent. This is a human wizard? That was an elf. Oof. We're at a spot where Sylvan Tutor would be good. I could just run gamble. I think I'm going to gamble. I haven't analyzed the pollen yet. I don't really get delirium. What's the other saga? This one? Okay, that doesn't do it. Yeah, Recruiter, Sylvan, Safekeeper. I mean, Sylvan Tutor. The red one is the same, right? Imperial Recruiter? Is it not in the game? Am I tripping? I thought the red Recruiter was in Magic Arena. Huh. Well, whoops. Could've swore I've seen it. We've actually gotten to Godo mana. Is this a good alternate win condition? Can I find it with any cards? Like, can I just find this? Fauna Shaman can find it, though I don't know I would. It really is not unreasonable to get to 11 mana. In fact, I think we've done it a couple times. It's not unreasonable. Helm of the Host is also kind of fine as a card to just play. It's not amazing, though. I did put Gamble in. I feel like this is fine. This is a second way to win the game. It is a human as well, so Cavernous Souls just as useful. I could also just play this at 6 mana and then just go for it at 4 and just use it as that kind of win condition and not try to go to 11. I don't know, I really like the option to have that in the deck. Rocco can find it too. Can Cord find it? Yeah. Nature's Rhythm. I mean, it's another combo. And it, like, works. It works! Oh, no. Oh. Could discard it to Fauna Shaman as well. If it doesn't work. Okay, well, unless I find something better. Would Boseiju matter in any game we've played so far? Nope. I did take out all my... Yeah, we can just run Boseiju now. There's no more Cultivates. Alright, well, you know me. I'm gonna do it. I can't find anything else, but those probably could just be Recruiter, Sylvan Tutor, if I own them. I don't know, side plan. You're never upset with a side plan, right? Who doesn't like a casual 11 mana side plan that sometimes wins? I think Gitrog Monster is the next commander I'm gonna play. I think. I don't know. I'm going to try this because Skrelv is pretty interesting. This is kind of the first hand where the tap lands have been particularly egregious, though.
Sure. I'm gonna run this out for the sake of it. They got rid of a Boreal Grazer with the gemstone. Isn't it like the same as... Oh, well, okay. Yeah, that's a thing you can do. Okay, well, my opponent has 5 mana on turn 2. So that's a turn 2 Gitrog monster. Welcome to Historic Brawl. Well, surely there's no additional spells here. Surely they're out of things to do. Oh, okay. So... this? Put you into the battlefield? No, that doesn't make sense. Put you to the battlefield? And then pass? I have to hold the Scryland? This might be too slow. Yeah, this looks too slow here. I'm also probably just never beating a turn 2 Gitrog monster. I don't really know what in the format is. I mean, it's like kind of just eliminates your opponent from having the ability to play the game when you have Gitrog monster on turn 2. Oh. That's not terribly useful, so I can find it, but then I can't cast both pieces because I don't have enough mana. So that's not really going to get me there. I can play this, and then still probably lose. I don't know. I can't even swing. Okay, well, I need my opponent to, yet again, have a whole turn of doing ridiculous stuff. If I went for Captain Sisay instead... Okay, so that was a mistake. I could have went for Captain Sisay instead. It would still... Yeah, okay, that was still... Alright, I see. I see. I mean, Craterhoof Behemoth at this point? I don't know. My opponent has seen a third of their deck on turn... What is this, 3? Turn 4? that does it then. Cool. That was fun. Nice turn 2 Gitrog monster. And that's why you concede when your opponent has 5 mana on turn 2. Have we ever played a Cavern yet? Have I played Cavern of Souls? I don't know. I feel like I haven't. I feel like I just haven't done that yet. Tangolum has had Wash Away counterspell every time I played against it today, too. I've also played against multiple Tangolums today. It's kind of funny. Oh, look, it's another Wash Away from the 3rd Tangolum. All 3. Love it. Okie dokie. Well, surely there's no Mana Drain Wash Away like the other 2. Oh, look, Mana Drain Wash Away from all Tangolum decks. Fun. Well, didn't get there. Was hoping for a green source. Green source, I win. Alright, they didn't even make me show them a green source. I did not have a green source. Cool. We take those. Excellent. My opponent was so deep into combo understanding, they just assumed I had it. I did not. Nope. Do I play Gilded Goose? No, I don't think I do, right? No, I'm not gonna play it. Okay, wait. Gamble for win the game card. Concede if we discard it. Where are you? There you are. Lost my land, kinda tragic. Would have preferred to not lose my land, but notably didn't lose my combo piece, I guess. I mean, I kinda actually did lose my combo piece. Does this target? This deals the damage? Okay, so we play this. We go to upkeep. we cast Silence. I'm gonna let that happen. Sure. Cool. Get schmieded. That's the power of instant speed combos. And the power of not... It's the power of gambling. There we go. It's actually the power of gambling. You should all gamble. This is not legal advice. I think I'm playing the... Yeah, I'm just going to play the temple here. Yeah. Holding the land is not realistic. Was this a brainstorm? Oh. Sure. What? That's fine. Do I play this land? There's a ton of cards I can draw that... I mean, I sort of, like... Boom, boom. I do not have to play it. Boom. I should full stop, honestly, play the card and stop dancing around it. What? When this attacks, conjure... Okay. Yep. Alright, we'll see if this punishes me. Be a valuable lesson to learn here. Alright, so... Commander... And pass... Oh, I guess not, because wash away yet again. Excellent. So it looks like it didn't punish me. I can play this for nothing. Wait. I can do this when I want to do this, so I probably shouldn't attack. There's an extremely high chance I just find the combo with this card here. Alright, we did it anyways, look at that. Kind of a weird game, honestly. Very strange, but I'll take it. A lot of washaways today. A lot of washaways today. And not a single game with Cavernous Souls, I don't think. I'll have to go back and look. I feel like I legitimately have not played Cavernous Souls yet. I mean, is it in my deck? It is in my deck, yeah. I don't think I've seen it. Maybe I've seen it, just haven't played it? again with the tap lands, essentially putting me in a losing position turn 1. I guess I'll keep that. This is just the abysmal nature of tap lands and why I have zero respect for them. So, Commander, because I said so, into... I don't imagine Giver matters. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll cast this. I think we're just all in on the upside of doing the things we've done. But it does demand more than I have currently. But I don't think Giver matters. Okay, I'm going to play Giver now. And we're going to just... yeah, we're playing the land. Another land is okay. You can do better, though. And we just pass. Alright, so Archdruid's Charm gives me play against something sketchy. Could have just went right for the Palladium Mirror, but I didn't, so... Okay, the taps for what? Just 3? Transit Mage, okay. Looks like we're safe here. Surprising. Yeah, I think we got it. I don't think there's anything they can do now. Mox into... Witness Protection doesn't do it? Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything that does it here. Oh wait, this is 4 or 5. It's not the tiny one. Okay, never mind. So now they need specifically Subtlety? Pact of Negation as well? Opponent appears to not be here anymore. Interesting. I mean, this is holding priority, but I think it's because of the colorless mana here. So what I should have done is waited till next phase, so I would learn more about what they could have in their hand. Because now I'm learning less than I should be. I'm going to assume there's no Pact of Negation, though. I think my opponent just went AFK, assuming that they were just auto-passing. And that's not how that works. So, there is fundamentally no reason not to cast it. Alright, so we just win then. Bro, I need like a... I have to do like a seizure warning. Hurts my eyes. That dark than light flicker.
Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba. A lot of Ren and sixes today. No surprise. This was the third day it's been in the game. Fourth. Hand does not have... Well, it does have Nature's Rhythm. So... Kinda weird. So we do this on red. I don't need Kutsil against Ren and 6. Oh, can we... I mean, it's actually close to a turn 2 win. But it's still a turn 3 win. I guess turn 3 wins are... Turn 2 wins are extraordinarily difficult, though, honestly. It's really hard. Opponent appears to have a Mox. Excellent. Hey, look, just in the matchup we wanted it in. Love it. I am not going to silence my opponent for no reason. I do need a second green source. Might actually just have to play the temple. There's a lot of green sources in the deck, so... They have another card that's 0 mana. How much you want to bet it's now? Fury. We had to think about our fetch land. Fascinating. You're just not casting Ren and 6? What? Do you not have Stomping Ground? Like you should just get Stomping Ground here? I don't get that. Yep, that's, I'm gonna say with absolute confidence my opponent has Fury. I didn't draw another green source. Come on with the green sources. Alright, well now I have to play this, because I can't cast either of these anyways, right? Make sure I'm not tripping. Yep. The opportunity to cast them is vastly superior to the alternative, which is drawing nothing and then having to play it next turn anyways. So, okay, another fetch land. I didn't think about this one for 20 minutes, though. Alright, so I guess it's not Fury, it was a Mox Amber. Fear of Spaghetti, draws a card, yep. Still no Azusa effect or anything. That has trample. There is no way on earth I'm respecting a random top deck, so... Probably doesn't matter, but I did it. Yeah, I don't think that really mattered. Okay, well, I found it, but I didn't find it the turn I needed it. I can cast Silence on my opponent's turn
and still live through most of what they can do. So I will silence on their turn. Silencing on my own turn is not productive against Wrenn and 6. Not sure what my opponent could have here, but they have something? Who knows? A legend that gains life? Yep, probably. Specifically for this, though? Nah. Not really. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. No matter what I do, I must block with this. So I should block that. Because it's going to die no matter what to the Wrenn and 6 minus. Yep, so I tried to dodge Lightning Bolt. Oh my goodness, just plus a land impasse. You can't cast spells, please? You can't do anything? Maybe this Boseiju... Oh, there is Boseiju. Wait, what? There is Boseiju. That is unbelievable. Let's take a Surveil land. With a chance of drawing something useful there. Did my opponent just throw the game? I think they accidentally threw. So cast this. No, they didn't necessarily. I can't cast Aura Enchant. Rhythm first. White, white, green, green. Green, green, green. Nope. White, white, green, green. Nope. Okay, I can't cast all three. So, start with this one. For 1. Green. I did not mean to click nice there. Alright. I guess I can't win. Yeah, I can't win. We just one off. Wow. Crazy. Can't win. That sucks. No Soul Warden. No Soul Warden out to tutor for there. The only one I had was the one with Summoning Sickness. Rip. First time that's happened though. Super close game. Sure. No, something happens once every 2 hours. It doesn't mean you change your deck for it. Let's play UU. I would have liked to have seen another land there, but I didn't get one. I need a red source regardless, so I'm just going to play this to find one. Otherwise, we're not winning anyways. Oh, wait, I had this. Oh. Oh, man, I'm throwing. Oh, no, I don't have a basic mountain. Oh, my goodness. Everything bad that's happened, like, we're just having all the bad things happen back to back. Now, the fact that I don't have a basic mountain is costing me a game. Wow, which hasn't happened yet either. Alright, back to back huge whiffs. That's crazy. That is crazy. Well, yeah, there's nothing I can do, so. There is literally nothing I can do. Yep. That's nuts. I'm not adding a basic mountain. Oh, come on. Whatever. Whatever. I'm not adding Soul Warden, I'm not adding a mountain. I haven't seen Vivisa all day today. Saw it all day yesterday, though. All day yesterday. Esper Sentinel has not done a single thing, a single game. I think I'm getting rid of Get Lost here. I think I am getting rid of Get Lost. Yeah. We're gonna do that. And I will play Esper Sentinel instead of Giver. Alright, just another game where I'm just looking for the card, and when I get it, I'm extremely close to just winning, so... Imagine they blocked. Wait, what? Why would you get that and then let me untap with Giver Runes? Is it me or is that really weird? I guess nothing fundamentally matters if I don't draw anything anyways, so... I have a notorious track record with this deck of not drawing what I need. Oh yes, that's what I needed. Is this me losing to Perfect Flicker? Yep, of course it is. Fun. Don't you love it when the Soul Hoarder deck just always has Ephemerate with it? Isn't that great? They always just come in pairs. Always have Solitude. Always have Ephemerate with it. Their second recruiter just didn't get anything, which is really weird. I don't know what on earth's going on with that. Very strange. You... Burgeoning. Do I even bother casting that? Yeah, I would say I do. Oh. Opponent knows immediately what I drew for the turn. Greens on Zenith doesn't really matter right now, so I think the game is about that one. I really want to find a land, so I'm gonna just keep looking for one. That's technically what I want, just in the ugly version, but it works, I guess. Defense of the Heart has also not... I don't know if I already said that, but yeah, it hasn't done anything yet. There's plenty of games where it would have gotten there had I just had access to it. Okay, so I can gamble for it. Seems a little loose, though. I'm actually not sure what to do at all now. If I gamble for it... I don't know. I think I'm just losing. Yeah, I'm just losing this game. I needed to draw a land. I needed to draw a land here. Alright, I'm going to put it in play. I'm just going to put it in play. I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to pass. And I'm just going to concede if they kill it, which I would argue is probably very likely. I actually don't have a way to win if I untap anyways, guaranteed at least. So I'm just going to send it. They got a bunch of random stuff? Wait, did I actually survive? Hold on, what? Target opponent exiles the top. Did they actually hit 5 1-drops? What the heck? Really? They just hit 5 1-mana cards. That's kind of crazy. None of them actually matter. Wow, they just didn't do it. Opponent just straight up didn't do it. Okay. That's incredibly unlikely. That is incredibly unlikely. Okay, 20% chance to lose on the spot. Let's see. Let us see here. Okay, we didn't lose. Look at that. Alright, we did it. That seems egregiously unlikely. Dark Ritualing Muldrotha doesn't really do much unless you have something to do with it. So this is just a weird card in general. It doesn't put... like, you can't recur this card with Muldrotha, and you can't recur your opponent's cards that you steal with Muldrotha, so this is just very strange. But, yeah, you'd figure they'd be more in on trying to do something with Muldrotha if they're so interested in playing it with Dark Ritual here. Because otherwise, you could just do something else with the Dark Ritual. And, yeah, but gamble didn't blow up that time. Yeah, 5 for 5. They didn't hit a single land. It was just 5 1-minute cards. Just flat 5 in a row. It's kind of funny. Kind of nuts. Pretty unlikely, too. Not a lot of them really matter, though, for them to steal, technically. The more we play, the less we're even kind of getting to 6 mana, so I'm actually taking this back out. Or taking it out for the first time. Now I'm noticing we were getting to, like, 10 mana, and now we're not even getting to 6. So maybe my average understanding has been skewed. The average outcome does not appear to be 6. If it was 6, it's fine, but again, it doesn't seem like it ever is. The 5-minute tutors haven't come up much. Maybe by the time you cast these, the game is over. Although, again, I've seen Primal Command in this deck plenty of times. So, I don't know. I can sort of see an argument to putting in the first Soul Warden. But, like, I really am not running a basic mountain. So, I'll put in Soul Warden just for those niche cases. I still really don't like it, full stop. Chain to the Rocks is another 1-minute instant. It's not too difficult. Well, I demand red source every game, so it's not like it's not gonna have that happen. What is the... I still really don't like the first Soul Warden. I feel like it's just a trap. So... what about Inquisitor? I'm gonna take out Inquisitor. I've noticed it hasn't done anything. What's a... well... what's a... ugh. Is there a legendary life gaining enjoyer? You? This thing? There's like nothing. What about you? No. Flage? Does Flage do it? Technically... Does Flage do it? 4, 5... It does technically. Flage also comes out of the graveyard, right? And can do it that way? Yeah, maybe Flage makes sense. I guess. Do I even own Once Upon a Time? I don't think I do. No, I don't. Am I going to craft it? I could. I don't know. I've never really liked this that much. It's kind of just weird. 5 card. Like, I don't really care about those. It's only creatures, right? Or is it lands as well? Creature or land? Nah. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to say it's wrong, though. What about Healer's Talk? Just get in there. I don't know, just play some sort of this stupid thing again. I really just don't like these effects. It's like you either have 15 or none. I don't know what the second one's doing. Is there another way to scry or surveil consistently? Or just gain life consistently from a... No, it's the same, though. It's the same. It's all the same. Have I messed up the 2-drops? No. Reclaimer? Sure. Perfect. There you go. Guess I can also get temples. That works for me. Just don't want a Soul Warden effect in here. I also can technically get Cavernous Souls, I guess. Oh hey, it's Blacks. I think it's the same person who exclusively plays Blacks. I haven't played against them in like 3 months though. Yeah, I think it's the same person. There's only one person that plays Blacks on the game there. Okay. I'm not gonna let you have that. Rocco is a card, and I'm gonna play this and not cast the Kami. There's not much incentive. I won't sack a land to defend anything if they have a creature that, or something kills this. I don't care. Look at the top 5 cards. Sure. They take 2 of them. Okay. Interesting. Put this on white. Can play my commander, but I think I should just channel it. Well, I can channel it next turn. Alright, I'll play my commander then. Toxic Deluge, I lose. Always possible. Kind of looking like the only thing I'm concerned about, so alright, it's not that. Force of Spaghetti and Kami. Oh, and I guess Boseiju. They take the Boseiju. Huh. Sure. So land... I have it in play, but I don't have a way to do the thing. Sacrifice this creature. Return a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. This is in the command zone. So I did find the land. Doesn't amount to much here, because I need a way to... Yeah, alright, so we're just going to do this. Opponent's at 12. I don't think that really matters, but they're at 12. Nothing in the graveyard. Right? No, nothing there. Inquisition. That probably takes the Rocco. I would kind of assume it takes the Rocco. Invasion for 1. What is that? Manador? What else do you do at 1 mana? I have no idea. Nethergoyf. Alright, well that wasn't really on my radar. Stats it is. Burgeoning. Alright. Well, now we're just down to doing literally nothing. I can't really be convinced that casting Orim's Chant is right or wrong. I guess I'll just do it. For the sake of it. But it doesn't really feel like it's doing much here at all. Yep. It's doing nothing. It technically found me the Surveil land, technically, so I would say it did something. This looks like Casualties of War, which actually is not castable. Target creature gets -2/-2. You keep. They escalated that thing. So now they can fly with the Nethergoyf. They can flip this into an 8/8, which doesn't fundamentally change the clock because it doesn't have trample. So the clock is... Actually, the clock is kind of worse now because it didn't swing at me, and I could just chump block the 8/8. But, I mean, that's all saying I actually draw something that matters, which I haven't yet. Is better than trample?
Oh, okay, you're right. Never mind. All right, never mind. Never mind. No. I don't know what I'm talking about. Man, look at all these cards that would be excellent for us to draw. Could you imagine I drew one of these? Do I have Delirium? Instant land, creature, enchantment? I do have Delirium. Like, both of these cards, if I draw them, I win the game. That's funny. I'm pretty sure Traverse is in my deck. I could be wrong. I think it is, though. Maybe it isn't. Haven't paid attention to how much Delirium consistency I have. It definitely doesn't feel consistent. Alright, 2-turn clock. Such is the nature of things, leaves me with 1 out. When it mills a bunch of random stuff. I drew it. We did it. We did it. I don't think there's anything they can do. Wow, my opponent's aware of what it does as well. That's crazy. The old... the Blex player. The one Blex player on... in the game is aware of this combo already. That's funny. But yeah, we drew it and we win. I've had a notorious track record today of not drawing it when I'm in top deck mode with all the other remaining pieces, but we got there. I'm not sure if my opponent was like auto-conceding to the fetch land or auto-conceding to Al-Sayed. Would they have conceded if I didn't have a way to surveil or scry? I wonder. Or they just concede when I put both cards in play? Because we've seen that before. The combo is you gain life with the 2/2, which pings your opponent, which gains life, and then when you gain life, you scry... why am I even bother trying to verbalize it? I can't vocalize any combo explanation to save my life. You gain life, poke your opponent over and over, back and forth with this card. You gain life, poke your opponent. When you gain life, you scry. When you scry, you poke. You gain life, scry. So these 2 cards combo. What's another... No, well, I just don't have them. I don't have the 2 cards that I would run. Let's play like 1 or 2 more games, depending on my emotional state, after I complete said game. Alright, another pseudo combo deck. Sort of, basically. No white mana. Well, a little slow. A little as in incredibly slow. That's white mana. Let's get you. Alright, giver. I mean, mother. Get in there. Old mother of runes. Opponent doesn't do anything. I guess I'm gonna cast my commander because I don't lose if it gets countered. Because I can do it again. Opponent actually does counter my commander. Interesting. Could have swung with Mother of Runes. I can't say I'm concerned with that. Oh look, it's Washaway number 18. Crazy. I have seen endless Washaways today. What is my opponent thinking about? Alright, they just windmill slam their commander. Interesting. They get Schmieded. I can keep my commander in the graveyard specifically for Molt Tender, probably. Not this turn cycle, though, because if I lose a Molt Tender, I lose the Observable Universe, so it's not a good idea. I cannot double up on any of these. Suppose I'll play the... This is interesting, actually. No, I should just play the expensive one. Yeah, I should just play the expensive one. Do I get the combo card this turn? Or do I get Skrelv? No, let's not be weird. There's no reason not to do this. I cannot swing. I mean, I can, but that would be probably a bad idea. Win the game? You're right. We did it. Yeah, Schmied it. We did it. I don't really know what this card was. Maybe it was Pact of Negation? It could have been... Well, no, that doesn't work. So it could have been, Subtlety? Yeah, it could have been Subtlety or something. I'm not sure. Look at that. Kutzil finally did something. It only took, almost 3 hours. No, that's not true. It almost took, like, an hour or something. Alright, I'm done. I've had my fill of this. I've explored what this thing does to the highest extent of the law. Alright, so this is actually really, really interesting. It seems as though, unlike a lot of other commanders that are, like, new, just new commanders in general, people seemed to kind of know what I was doing almost every game. So I don't know if, like, one of the giant YouTubers, probably, I don't know, I don't watch Magic Arena content other than myself, my own stuff, but it's just, it seemed like there was no gotcha moments. There might have been 1 or 2 players that full stop didn't know what was going on, but I don't know if they were able to stop it, even if they did know. But all in all, this did not really get anybody out of nowhere. In fact, there was quite a few times where I just, like, cast a tutor, and my opponent just knew what was going to happen and conceded before I even had a way to, like, start the loop. They're like, oh, you just tutored for this card? I scoop. I was like, wow, I didn't actually have a way to scry, surveil, investigate. Like, they just conceded. But when it comes to starting the loop, it's kind of just the big thing. I really do not like playing a bunch of dead cards. Like, you should always put your combo, quote-unquote, combo enablers to a minimum. If the only thing the card does is try to combo, it is immediately the worst card in your deck, right? Like, effectively, this is the worst card, or one of the worst cards in your deck, because outside of the combo, it doesn't do anything at all. It's just a 2-mana card that you play with your commander, and then you win if you do it.
Otherwise, it doesn't do anything. So, those kinds of cards you want at a bare minimum. I, at one point, had 0 Soul Wardens in here because, again, they don't do anything I care to do, at least, unless I'm comboing or whatever. So, I don't really like these. I ended up putting one in because it seemed like there were some scenarios, again, I would kind of have the argument that you don't really need any of them, but it seemed like sometimes I was sitting there with the combo in hand and just waiting to find a way to start the loop, and the redundant tutor effects and all the other things that want to find this could then find something like Soul Warden. So I guess the first one's okay, but all in all I was mostly just relying on the fetch land, surveil lands, and that's kind of reliable. You could even run some other random weird stuff that helps you do that, but I guess it's up to the individual how many like Soul Warden effects you really think you want to play, because just keep in mind, it most likely, actually every single game I played today, gaining life doesn't actually do anything, right? I could be at 55 life, it's not going to do anything except sometimes buy me time that I could maybe draw into it, but the time you buy is offset because your opponent is still drawing a card and doing things every turn. So if you're at 100 life, it doesn't matter because your opponent is going to have multiple turns to pressure you in a different way. Like now they have time to just draw lightning bolts. It's like, yeah, the time you buy from life gain is symmetrical. Your opponent gains as much time as you do when you're at 100 life, because they have that much time extra spent in the game doing anything. They could just draw a lightning bolt, and now I need something like Giver of Runes to, shore up any issues my opponent could have in the meantime of just drawing one card a turn. That was like, let's say I'm in top deck mode or something, or counterspell. I will say there were 150 washaways and mana drains today, which wasn't ideal, but I suppose that's going to happen sometimes. You do kind of completely bully like the uninteractive decks in this format. For the most part, is kind of uninteractive, so long as mono green is effectively the go-to strategy, and it seems like that's probably still the case. It just seems like there was a little bit above average interaction to what I was doing, but stuff like Renin 6, which is fairly popular right now, I would say, kind of just folds to this, assuming you get to the thing. Sometimes you just don't, right? Sometimes I just didn't get there. Not because my opponent interacted with me, I just didn't draw the cards I needed. So there's that. I will say probably a right thing to do is run the cards I don't own, Sylvan Tutor and Recruiter. Yeah, these two cards here. These two are just things that find the combo, no questions asked. Well, I mean, actually, this one does put it on the top of your deck. It does let your opponent immediately know what you're up to, and if they have some random way to make you shuffle, you feel kind of bad. Or mill that one card over, you feel kind of bad. But, just cards that you would assume make sense, and I just didn't own them, wasn't willing to craft them, but probably right to play them, so I would put those two in there. I don't really know what you take out, though. It's up to you, I guess, or whatever my upload looks like. I didn't get scammed by my own gamble, thankfully. Oh yeah, there's this thing now, Thought Partition. Very, very good card. It's, for the most part, just Thoughtseize, that you don't lose life casting. So some would argue probably better than Thoughtseize. You can only target your opponent, so you can't just target yourself and then suddenly have Emrakul next turn. It doesn't work that way. But every time I cast this, whatever I targeted just wasn't part of the game. So this is a very significant card. It's just something to be aware of if it just came out, so just be aware of that card there. Very, very good card. For the other legendary with this specific card, again, running a card specifically just so when you have this card, I don't really like ever, unless that card does something else that isn't just the second legendary getting
a life gain trigger or a scry trigger, so you have the combo through one singular card. I guess you could go that route, but again, that other card has to do something in games where you didn't draw this. And the only one I really felt comfortable, like super comfortable with, was like Flage, because Flage with the second card can just do the life gain thing immediately, or is impactful in games where I just draw it naturally, and this wasn't part of the game. Same with Rocco. I kind of already had Rocco. It's another legendary to find with this card, and with that idea, it could just find the. This is actually an avenue where the first Soul Warden does make sense. I can just boom hit Soul Warden. However, that doesn't trigger the Soul Warden, so you still need a way to actually gain life. I'm not sure what that could look like. Alcide, or Alcide, I think it's Alcide. When this pokes anything in combat that would start the chain, I think I had relied on that once or twice. Like, I put the elf in play, my commander's in play, I swung with this, and my opponent's like, well, if I block, I die. If I don't, I die, because it's got lifelink, and that's all you need. So, and this has a relevant piece of text on the bottom. So, it's not just Soul Warden. You're going to find games where you have 3 Soul Sisters of some varying degree in play, and you're going to look at your opponent and be like, well, I'm at 36, and then you died because these didn't do anything. So, I don't know. Hopefully I explained that well, but it's just, you don't want to put this in your deck unless it also does something else that matters. But I suppose the first one is okay enough to put in. Some would probably swear by running 10 of them or something, but I just felt like that was where I wanted to go with that. For resilience, it's kind of resilient. It has Skrelv, Giver, Mother. It has some combat tricks that just straight up do the I win the game thing as well. So it doesn't matter if it protects your commander, because it just gains 2 life and the combo just then happens immediately. However, again, this does something when you're not comboing, right? It's just a protection spell when you're not going for the combo, but you have to protect a combo piece or something like that. Ideally, this only truly protects your commander, because if the thing I can't pronounce is in play, then one would assume you're just going to combo off, so it doesn't actually protect this. You would just start the combo chain with targeting anything with the gain 2 life, so you actually don't even have to target your anything with that card specifically to get the chain going. So it really only protects, and that goes with all the protection spells like this one that scries and starts the combo. And what's that other one? The other weird one? Boon of Safety. It's all just really on your commander, and there's a fair amount of times where it doesn't even matter too much what this is doing. Like, if you could find maybe a better card that does something, well, it's hard to. I mean, it's a 1 mana combo enabler that just does the thing. I mean, that's another thing about the Soul Sisters. You can just play these cards and then they don't die. Right? Now, you have to spend the mana later on it. You can't just play it turn 1 and then just expect, turn 2 this, turn 3, haha. But you could play it just later on in the game as opposed to turn 1 like Soul Warden. But it effectively does the same thing, and it gives you the benefit of being at instant speed as well, which I am obviously a quite large fan of. So there is that. The life gain lands, tap lands are the worst thing ever. So find a way to run as few as possible. I after having played so many games, I'm not sure if Ancient Tomb is really great here. It doesn't help you with the heavy-handed colored requirements of a lot of the things going on beyond turn 1. It doesn't really help you with any 1-drop either. And it doesn't blitz a 3 too well. Like, I can search for Glory on turn 1 with, like, Chrome Mox or something, but that doesn't amount to much. Yeah, Ancient Tomb in this deck is definitely at an all-time weak point. It's just at its weakest here. It's probably hard to find a deck that it's even worse in. But this definitely didn't like Ancient Tomb that much at all. Sometimes it's fine, right? You're still gonna maybe cast this turn 3 or something, or cast this turn 3 or whatever. So it's not like it's totally useless. It helps you pay for your commander after the first time. So just like the argument of Sol Ring, where if you had no card in your deck that had generic mana in its casting cost, you could probably still play Sol Ring because it helps you at least pay for your commander tax, and screw it. Why not? That still seems good enough to me. So maybe the logic is still there. However, that's EDH, maybe not 1v1. I don't know, there's something to think about, because making room for more life gain, scry, nonsense style lands is definitely a good idea. So I would probably shave Ancient Tomb. Just pay attention to Ancient Tomb. This is the one deck I'll probably play. It'll happen twice a year where Ancient Tomb might not actually be an auto-include, and here we are. But again, it is actually still useful. It's actually still does something. The silence effects didn't really feel that great. Most of the time, I think I just cast them to stop my opponent for a turn cycle on their own turn. I didn't even really feel like I was doing it to protect my combo, but some people swear by them. These get exponentially better the more opponents you have. So if you have 3 opponents, silencing all of them is amazing, but silencing one opponent, not as exciting. I don't recommend at all playing Veil of Summer, but I don't know. I mean, you could argue this could just be a Soul Warden effect or something, and it's just a combo enabler as opposed to random combo protection, because I just wasn't really enamored with what they were doing. That is to say, I did like Coltsil the one time I played it. I just cast it, and then my opponent couldn't do anything, so there you go. It's effectively silence. The reason I wasn't playing the Voice of Victory is because it costs 2 mana, and again, with the 2 drops, with Spawning Pod, you want your 2 drops to always hit the combo, so it just didn't make sense to have the chance to not hit the combo. If you're okay with that sometimes happening, there you go, but it is what it is. Fauna Shaman, I don't believe a single game happened. At no point actually did this, at least I don't remember. Yeah, I don't think so. This as well, I don't think I ever actually played this as the thing that got the combo. So something to think about there. Also, when it comes to elves, I had forgot about that. This doesn't guarantee it like I thought it would, unless you dropped the Mana Dorks. And, I mean, you probably could. Probably. That's not an elf, but like you drop these 3. This finds a fetch land or some kind of scry surveil land. Rocco is a combo finder as well, so you could like get this and then make it so it only hits this to some degree, right? Like if it hits the shaman, then it hits it later. If it hits Rocco, it hits it later. But if it hits like this or that, it doesn't do anything. It was just awful. So a little awkward here. With this card specifically, I would say. Maybe that's why I never actually noticed that it didn't do anything, but yeah, it just doesn't line up too well with stuff like this. Now, again, it's up to the individual. If you think these are better than this, then go for it. I would argue these are better than this, because this is effectively the best thing in the format. Just this card and the other ones that are like it are just the best thing in the game currently. So it probably is right to go in that route instead. But you are going down effectively a Demotic Tutor. You could also dump everything and then just have this as the only elf target. But then you have the issue that you didn't have this every game. You can sometimes have this as the thing that gets the combo that game. Sometimes it's this that gets the combo. So if you took those out just so this one's more consistent, you got more consistency out of one card, but you removed consistency out of your deck, right? So on average,
You simulate 10,000 games and tell me which one's better. But definitely something to think about, right? I mean, funny interactions, funny lines. Consistency is key, so I suppose you take the consistency route. And because the Mana Dorks are so vastly superior to most of the other things you could do in the format, I would probably say that this card is just not correct. So there's that. But all in all, I did like this. It does play rather quick games, and the mana curve is nice. I could have honestly probably shaved more mana than I did, right? I mean, what is it, 40 lands? The curve is over... The curve is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So it's probably easy to remove a land here. I did not, at any point except a single game, feel like I wanted a mountain. The first mountain. There was one game where I did get screwed that I did not have basic mountain. So if that's something that you swear by, there you go. But I did not feel like I ever needed the first mountain. If you go the route with all the weird fetch lands that gain a life, there's kind of a lot to talk about in this deck. It's kind of interesting. If you want to play all of these, right, or however many you can play, I think you play 4 of them. Then no, you can play all 5 actually. Yeah. Then you can run like a mountain. You would basically have to run a mountain at that point. And then you'd have even more lands in your deck that just, when played, immediately start the combo because you gain a life when it does its thing. So you could go that route, add a basic mountain, and then you have even more of these. But again, it's a payoff of, like, you have more of that as a tool, but now you have tap lands. You have more tap lands. And let me tell you, I really do not recommend playing any tap lands other than the ones that are absolutely necessary. I'm sure there's a healthy balance. There's people that are not going to care. They're going to play them anyways or whatever. But with a deck with this many 1-drops, you really do not want your first land to be tapped. You just really don't want that. I mean, half the deck is 1-drops. Not a good idea. But it is what it is. Sometimes you just got to make the call. But this is just... That's the route I went. I can't say definitively which one is better or worse. I didn't feel like I had a hard time of enabling the combo with what I was doing with the 99 I was running, but it is what it is. So let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Oh, right. Also, I guess I'll have to put this in the outro. Wait, put an intro? There's a lot of flickering when it like the screen flickers when you do this. So, be warned. There's a lot of screen flickering with this commander. Alright.